Hey, welcome aboard. We have some exciting events planned this evening, such as picking up some takeout from The Habit and dropping off a flat bicycle tire to Jack's Bicycles here in Irvine, California. Yeah, I know. Lots of exciting things happening in the suburbs, but we are going to be taking Tesla's full self-driving Beta 10.9. And this is a feature that I've had on my Tesla for about a month now. It's been hit or miss, but it is getting noticeably better with every iteration that I've had, and this is the third version that I've had. I started off with 10.5, and now we are at 10.9, so let's see how this drive goes. For those of you unfamiliar with Tesla's full self-driving suite of features, the car does switch lanes on its own when it deems it safe and clear. And just as I say that, the car does not make a very safe lane change. In fact, it hesitates as it approaches an intersection, and I'm going to flag that for Tesla to check out because it was about to switch lanes, and then it went back to the lane that I was in, and then it finally switched lanes. Not sure what the hesitation there is. And there is another issue there, some phantom braking. It seems like the car thought there was something in front, but there's nothing there, and the car slowed down for an inexplicable reason. You'll occasionally notice that I touch the top right corner of the screen after the car makes a mistake. What I'm doing there is touching a button that sends feedback to Tesla, and it basically tells them that the car has made a mistake and that hopefully in the next iteration of the full self-driving software, the car will make a better decision and it will learn from its mistakes. Okay, we're coming up on a slightly busy intersection here. There's a pedestrian on the right. Looks like we have a green light. Car's hesitating a bit, but it eventually makes the turn, drama-free. Hopefully this continues. All right, so that was a relatively uneventful slowdown onto a left turn lane. Nothing really noticeable about that, although from the driving perspective, the car really slowed down smoothly, used regenerative braking to slow the car down rather than slamming on the brakes like it's done in previous iterations of full self-driving. So the gradual stopping is a welcome addition. Passengers that I typically drive around have also noticed the smoothness since 10.5. and I'm really happy that the car is starting to pick up more human driving traits of doing things more gradually and not accelerating and stopping so quickly. Another thing I'm noticing with this version of full self-driving is the richness of the full self-driving animations on the screen. Look at how many vehicles the cameras are picking up, and that's a pretty detailed rendering of the real world in front of me. You can basically compare what's on the screen to what you see in front of the windshield. So it's tracking quite a few vehicles to the front, to the side, to the rear, and also it's keeping track of multiple traffic lights in a kind of an unorthodox configuration. It's not a typical intersection, but the car is tracking everything and keeping up fine. So we got a green light. See how the car takes this turn. Seems fine. I'm getting over into the correct lane in advance of a right turn in about a quarter mile. Yep, did that perfectly. All right, looks like we have a free right. There's a right turn arrow, so that means we can go without stopping. And there we go. Pretty uneventful right turn there. Really smooth, no abrupt braking. Accelerated pretty smoothly to the speed limit. It's exactly what we want to see. Okay, the Habit's coming up here on the right, about to turn into the shopping center, and the car completely missed the turn. I was about to commend it for a great drive until that point. So it's another instance of how full self-driving is still a ways away from truly full self-driving, but I'm really pleased with the progress. Hopefully it improves.